Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get better at Vondel and how to get better at Warzone in general and get more confidence to be a better player. That way, when MW3 comes out, you guys get the ground running. We're going to be spectating some solos Resurgence. Solos is one of my favorites because it really just puts the player in their natural habitat. Duos, trios, quads, people get a little bit more confident because they have friends to help them out and shit like that. But all in all, solos really dictates how good a player actually is. So far, he's looting pretty relatively fast. But again, dude, once you have enough for your loadout or you have decent enough weapons, I want you guys to get fighting and get active. One of the many blessings about Resurgence as opposed to normal BR is the fact that you can get active relatively quickly and you really don't need your loadout weapons at the start. I definitely recommend it. I don't want to tell you guys to fight without it, but should you guys be in a predicament and you can't get your loadie, it is fine to fight with the weapons you do have. But he happened to find them anyway. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Builds. Interesting build. Interesting build. We're going to start posting build videos once the new game comes out, the new Warzone, Rebirth, all that stuff. So give it about a month and I'll start posting build videos relatively regular. I'd say a few times a week. It's something I usually ignore, but judging by the weapon choices of a lot of players we spectate, and of course the comment section, I just can't ignore it anymore. We got to start hitting these build videos for sure. All right, looks like he's gonna go push castle. Now this is relatively questionable. Again, I want you to get active, but we're having to go into an area that now has a UAV on it. We're going away from the zone, so this is not going to end well for your boy. One thing I see right away is just not having confidence with his gunplay. And look, I'm glad he's taking the fight. I really am. But you got to take it a little bit smarter. Again, get to the zone. You can gatekeep these guys if you really want to post up, or go actively fight people in the next zone. Because even if we survive this fight, okay, I really don't know what the hell we're doing now. Even if we survive this fight, we're going to have to really worry about parking deck and getting our asses safe. Very unorganized. He really has no idea what he wants to do. I think he's just waiting to see somebody before he actually makes a push. And again, dude, just out here fighting with no cover, no concealment. I do like the fact that he backed up, although I kind of would just backed up to the bus, repositioned, and then continue the fight. We bailed away and now we're swimming towards the enemy. And again, zone is coming in still. That's been a worry since the get-go. So we initially took a fight at the guy at castle, sniping at him and missing. Then we took a fight on the guy on top of the wall that we're going towards right now. So we're shooting at everybody with no results at all. And again, you have to really fight smarter. Now, if you're in buildings and y'all are going back and forth, that's one thing. But if you're in this area and you're like, I don't know what to do, Savage, get to a better spot. Get to a hard piece of cover. I mean, he could have beat him off, to be honest. Get yourself in a position to gatekeep, because right now, should we even survive this, which I don't know we will, we're going to be in a real rough spot regardless. And again, you know, just the fact that he's gone back and forth across streets and rivers, he's put himself in these open positions. When y'all are navigating through any map, I don't care what mode, if you're navigating from one side of the map to the other, you have got to hug hard cover. It's not always possible, but most of the time it is. With the exception of like being in the desert in Al Mazrah. And even then, they have the dunes you can kind of play, but make sure you're always bouncing from cover to concealment to cover to concealment, keeping yourself safe in the theory of, should you get shot at, you can bounce right back to hard cover and then live to fight another day. Both fights, or 3 fights, both fights he took, he literally was out in the open, no cover at all. All right, moving on to Joker. Now, again, with rooftops and Vondel should be a fan favorite of a map because there's so much cover and concealment. These are the map. This map right here is one of those like fortune keep where you're really not going to get killed too many times running out in the open. I know we just saw your boy do it, but again, the premise of having all the lakes and, you know, the verticality of the rooftops and underwater really makes it possible to not get clapped out in the open. I really just want to emphasize that part. I know I kind of rambled on about that, but I'm telling you right now, man, the more y'all fight with hard cover, the better your gaming experience will be. Shit. All right, so he's in a position now. Oh, I just see somebody. I think it was the railing when he turned really fast. All right, so as far as the building that was shooting at him, he can't really gatekeep them because their building's safe too. So he does look like he's going to push up or at least change his angle. Look, I don't care how many kills he has. I just like the fact that he's moving around the map and he's trying to do something. Now, he does have enough money for UAV. No smokes, unfortunately, so he can't really buy safely. However, it's definitely something I want to do. Now, let's go ahead and talk about this real quick too. We need to start learning how to clear staircases, especially with the next Warzone. So when you come up here, I like the fact that we cleared this and he cleared it before he came up this one, but we need to turn around right up here. Start turning around. That way, if someone's sitting there, they don't shoot you in the back. We never even look, not once, and we could be dead at this point. He's not dead right now, but again, you want to try to play smarter for the long run. Muscle memory is extremely important, and having muscle memory with clearing angles, clearing staircases, developing muscle memory to bounce from cover to concealment. These are all things that you as a person with time will be able to do without even thinking about it. Like right now when y'all are going in, you're like, okay, I gotta hug cover, I gotta play the high ground, I gotta gatekeep. But when you start doing this enough times, it's just gonna be a second nature. You're not even gonna think about it. I think the problem with a lot of players now is they take all this advice from all different types of us coaches out here, or even friends of theirs, and they're trying to remember everything at once. But I'm telling you guys every day, start from the basics, pick one thing a week, work on that, and then by the time it's second nature, you can move on to the next one. All right, so we're still in the same fight with this guy that we're shooting at when we were at the other building. And I really don't like the position anyway. There's no cover. Every time he jumps up, there's no cover for him. He's got to jump back in. He could play this right here. It would be a little bit better. Very nice knock. Let's see if he ends up pushing this. It looks like the enemy is looking for another player. So it's probably a smart decision not to push that. One, he'll probably self-res by the time we get there and he'll be expecting us. Two, I'm more worried about the third party than that guy anyway. And that's definitely a possibility since he was actively looking, or it seemed like looking for another player. One thing I want you guys to not worry about too is, at least in Resurgence, when it comes to Mazra, don't listen to this, but in Resurgence, stop tunnel visioning on one fight. There are a lot of people in this Vondel lobby, a lot. Normally there's like 60 players and like 10 minutes in. So I say that to say, if this fight's taking too long and you're burning plates, burning ammo, and it's not really looking like, oh, good play. But if you're burning all this stuff and it's not looking like you're going to get the kill, just move on. Now, one of the things, and I did not expect him to come, but we will say that one of the reasons why you don't want to overstay your welcome and just go ahead and move on is, one, to get more kills, get more fights, stop wasting time. And two, so you're not third partied and just like that guy there did. But great turn on by Joker, just utilizing movement with a nice little 180, B-hopping just to survive that fight. This was actually really impressive. Like keeping his body moving too, sideways, utilizing that rotational aim assist. Just great job from Joker on that kill. And that's another reason why I want to see him move around. He's got the potential to do, he's got the skill, clearly. But for some reason, he's more tunnel vision on this fight. And I get it, you want to kill some guys, and you don't want to overextend and push yourself into death, but you can move on to other kills. All right, we have a fire sale right now as well with $13,000. We need to pop our plate. I don't think he really, I think he's more panicked right now than anything. Sometimes you just need to calm it down. Also, dude, he really should have taken advantage of that buy station. Again, Vondel's not it's not buy heavy, but he's doing a lot of sitting still. And I really do think he's better than this. And he's burning through plates with all this crap. Well, that's something you don't want to see. All right, we hear footsteps coming up below us. I don't think Joker hears at all. And this is what I'm talking about, dude. I believe that Joker's probably one of the better players in the lobby, but for some reason, he is not fucking playing like it. The dude, he shows signs of greatness and then he shows signs of bodiness. And I really think it's just because his brain shut off and he's only focused on the same player he's been focused on for the last 7 minutes. Great job in the enemy, creating separation, giving him time to play it up. Now, he won this fight, but I love the fact that he gave himself time to play it up and then he pre-fired in the corner. It was unfortunate that he wasn't able to hit more shots, but it was still a great play nonetheless, right here. So he's pre-firing, and for some reason, he's not really able to connect, and we're able to completely blow through his ass. Yeah, I said it. And again, Joker just doing a good job, crawling the staircase, just completely locking onto that dude and blowing him to smithereens. No doubt, I think Joker can drop multiple 20s a day. And again, I'm not saying he's the best player ever. I don't want anyone in the comment section be like, Savage, he's dog shit. Like, he's not the greatest, but I definitely believe he's got potential to be dropping 20s, no doubt. No doubt. Every gunfight he's been in, he's secured the kill relatively easy, especially kills he probably shouldn't have gotten. The 180 when he was up in that building, and of course on the staircase with the pre-firing are two of the only examples we have. But if he can pull off those kills, he can kill a lot of these people in the lobby. I'm not saying Resurgence players are shit, because you're definitely not. It's a different type of mode, but there are a lot more bots running around in Resurgence modes just because the player pool is so much bigger. Okay. Not really sure why I ducked down right there. He really hesitated and dropped the ball on this easy kill. Again, just missing another opportunity. It looks like a lot of his fights just get prolonged. I don't know if he didn't see him cross right here. Okay, I didn't see that at first. He switched his weapon. All right, I get that. Never mind. Never mind. All right, so we have the enemy to our left. We got the guy shooting at us across. I don't like that he came this way. You're a psychopath. No. Oh my God, bro. You're about to. Nope, 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 nope. Oh my. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to this real quick. Now, the reason why I didn't like him coming in here is because I anticipated this dude's going to third party. I mean, there's no doubt about it right here. This is a pretty easy read. So we've got the guy right there. We're lucky we don't take a lot more damage to this running in. We are very lucky. He doesn't shoot us until right here. But again, thank God he didn't damage us at all, which makes this fight a lot easier. Now, at this point here, we're still plated up. You need to anticipate the push. We knew the enemy was going to come in. He panicked, went for the execute. And that's fine. Now run. Because you know he's going to come in here. But instead we jump, we melee, and it really puts us in a very, very, very bad spot. And unfortunately, there's just nothing we can do. Even if we sit in the corner and plate up, enemy's still going to come in there. We're one tap. It is what it is. And this is why you just need to have momentum. As soon as you get the knock, I would have just bailed instantly anyway. The enemy probably would have executed him regardless. But even if you want to go to execute, instantly did. We got to smoke up. I don't like the wide rotation. I don't like this at all. Also, we got to worry about this gas mask. There are several different things he could have done in this situation to survive this. Let's talk about it real quick and we'll move on. I'm not gonna waste too much of your time. But he smokes out. Now look at this area here. There's cover and concealment right here, right? So all he's got to do is let the smoke pop up and then make a run for it. Now the enemy does shoot at him, but what he should have done was just hold tight, plate up, smoke out, and then go. The order of events is a little fucked up in here, but regardless, he could still run. I know he got hit a few times. Just keep running towards the cover. Instead, we make a wide left-hand turn, which isn't the worst. I mean, this is a bad idea, but it is redeemable. Now, why? Well, we're taking a lot of gunfire. What is hard for people to shoot us in? Water. Look what we have in front of us. Weird. Water. So at this point here, you have no more smokes. Rotating on the highway is impossible. And challenging this guy is crazy in its own too. But instead of just making a quick plate of water, we spray, finally hit him, and at that point here, we're dead. Now look, if you guys are in combat with an enemy and you miss your first few bullets, like I'd say 5 or 6, you need to reassess the situation. Go back down, reloads, and say, crap, I messed that up. Let's jump back up and let's get him again. Or again, jump to the water. Regardless, committing to this is just, it's wild. Don't do this. Holy crap. Soul ties, soul dies. And then, of course, he's going to get up and collapse. Yep, there it is. All right, well, that was fun. That was fun. Again, just making simple decisions on the fly, especially under pressure. Remember, when you get shot at, the first thing you ask yourself is, where do I need to get to that's safe? Really, where do I go that's safe? Especially since he had a smoke grenade. It was a very easy play he could have done. He just made his life a lot harder because he panicked. Now, yeah, the enemy might have just shot him through the smoke like he did at first. He might have killed him, but I'd rather risk a might than a definite. Going wide left like that was crazy. Or even the water would have been a good play too, but he didn't do any, so it is what it is. Moving on to Hashlalantine. This man wants all the perks. I want to watch that back just for the fun of it. Okay, first off, we already know bot walking, right? He's honestly level 1. He has to be. I wish I could see his level. I mean, look at this. Just, he didn't even know he got shot at. The dude looked like he had no idea what game he was playing. Holy shit. Hush, bro, look. If you want to go play some Farmville, I think that shit's still up there. I think Facebook still has Farmville. All right, moving on to Kick. Soldier Boom. These clan tags have gotten ridiculous. We're going to blink one day and 5 years are going to go by and there's going to be 900 streaming platforms and that's all people's clan tags are going to be. Whatever happened to having just like homies? You know, like I used to have Fupa clan. Like me and my dudes were all in the Fupa clan. Like that. What happened to that? Now it's all like TTV, Kick, YouTube. And look, no hate. But, man. You gonna survive this? No way. I like the fact that he played his gas mask to come back in here to an area that the enemy really won't anticipate to allow him to play it up. Not a bad play at all. We could, yeah, there we go. We could zip back up, which I like. Now look, there's a trick with the zip line. There's 2 tricks with the zip line. One's about timing, or they're both about timing. Let's discuss. So you take the zip and you want to, like, right when you're looking, jump back off. Just always, like, what I do if I think an enemy's up here is I'll instantly just, you know, detach and then reattach before I hit the ground so I can come back up and be ready to fight. And the reason why is if there's an enemy up here and I detach, I'm safe and I can reevaluate the situation. If no one's up here, then I'll just re-grab the zip line and come back up and commit to it. Or if you look at this ledge right here and you time it correctly, you can actually let go of the zip and almost mantle to it. That way you're ready to go and fight a lot faster than this dumbass animation bullshit. But he didn't need to do that anyway. No one's up here, which is, I want to say, which is shocking because your boy literally just contested us. What? To your left. Clueless. Soldier, brother. Come on, man. I'm not going to say clueless. He's not that bad off, but like, yeah, it's just a little bit of observation right there. Now, the enemy that was sniping at us might be under here, but I'd also want to clear the rooftop too. Sure, the precision hit that area, but the enemy might have come back up here. He might have just laid prone and not gotten hit by it. Oh, we hear footsteps. Maybe the staircase. I don't like that he's just sitting here like this with the whole rooftop vulnerable. Now, it is awfully quiet for the circle being what it is right now. We do have a little bit of a Dury we can play. There's really no reason for us to jump off, but I definitely like the fact that he's watched the staircase. It's really the only place people can contest us. I would try not to ADS to avoid that laser from being seen. Even if it's hitting that cardboard, sometimes you can see the lasers through the walls. Not all the time, but sometimes, especially on wooden objects like that. He also needs to worry about what's behind him too. This isn't the only enemy in the game. We got by the train. Ooh. psychopath. Yeah, no. Bro, use your gas mask, big dog. I know you don't have much, but this is the equivalent of an old gas mask right here. People see a Dury with 2 bars and they're like, oh, that's weak. This is the equivalent of a full gas mask that's normal. I let this guy do his own shit and you don't fall. You just don't. You stay on the rooftop and finish off your gas mask, make everyone else leave and get in a fight before you go. Put yourself in a position to be able to third-party enemies instead of jumping in the middle and then everyone third-parties you. Crazy. Even if he fell on accident, he definitely should have just done something different. Jumped the cover or something. I don't know if we'll be able to see the ending of this. Oh, there it is. Bulletproof, rocking 7 kills. I think the enemy's in the water. I don't know if he knows that or not. I'll tell you one thing that ruins this game is this whole like healing in the gas bullshit. Oh man, I hate it. You know how you can't plate in the gas? I wish you couldn't stem in the gas. But regardless, he wins by default, which seems to be a lot of the victories in Vondel. Activision, get your shit together. Prevent stuff like this from happening. I really, truly believe you shouldn't be able to stem in gas, just like you shouldn't be able to plate in gas. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you click this video here if you want to continue to improve at Warzone, or send it to a homie. That way he can improve as well. Y'all have a good one. Until next time, good luck in Warzone. Keep it classy, Wolfpack.